Hello. Today we'll be going to Halatali Hard. Halatali Hard. I still always call it Halatali for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, that's where we're going. This is the hard version. The normal version is like one of the first ones you go to. It's maybe the second or third dungeon that you go through. But anyway. Okay, so it looks... there's like gates all over the place. I don't know if you've been following the story or not. This is like a battle practice area. I didn't really know where I was going, and so I kind of just followed this person because they seemed like they knew what they're doing. This is not the way. You actually want to just go straight where you were standing originally. This is not the door. Okay. So just... if you get confused, it's okay. You definitely can't go up this thing over here. There's a gate. We didn't really explore there, but here we started here and we were facing this way, so you just go that way. Well, there's a person here, so you can kind of, you know, look for that if you get confused. Look for the person, and then they're kind of... did they point? Is that lady pointing? This person over here? My ADHD is super bad right now. Like, I can't regulate myself very well, so this whole dungeon is gonna be a hot mess. This guide, it looks like that person is pointing. I don't know if it's a she or not, but anyway, they're pointing that way. This is the way. Yeah, my ADHD is not great, and also I didn't really know what I was doing in this dungeon when I recorded it, but here we are. We're gonna learn together. Okay. So this first area, you know, watch out for these things. Did you see that? It kind of has this like shadow here. These chain ball things are gonna drop. It's like all over the dungeon, so careful. Not this one, this like smooth, but the ones with little spikes, those ones are gonna drop. So avoid those areas. And so I'm gonna grab the first pack of ads here. And take them on up. Okay, spiky ball. Okay, it doesn't look like that one's dropping, but you know, be aware of them. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Is the whole thing. Okay. I kind of should grab as much as I can. Test the limits of the healer. You don't have to. I think I was feeling particularly spicy. What actually happened was I recorded a bunch of dungeons this one day. So I was like, oh, my sub's gonna run out. It's fine. I'll just record a bunch of dungeons, and then I'll make guides while I figure out if I want to resub, etc., etc. And then my graphics card died. And honestly, it's probably because I record so many dungeons. It's the whole thing. Anyway, okay. So back to the fight. I grabbed everything. Healer's doing pretty good, healing all of us. There's a lot of AOE's to dodge, and also the spiky balls. Okay, you gotta avoid the spiky balls. Look at that, look at that. Did you see this? This one. That's why I stay kind of near it, but like a little away. You know? I'm like kind of over here. It's like, yeah, so. Like I try to keep it all contained. And I try not to move around too much. So other people don't have to move around too much. But yeah. Ooh, okay, so when, that was a big AoE. I don't know if some of these can like self-destruct or explode or something, but anyway, woo! Yeah, that person. Okay, so that person got hit with the spiky ball. What are these called? Just ball spikes, spiky ball, whatever. This person TW got hit with it, and then they got a vulnerability up. So that's in addition to taking damage. You also don't want that because that means you'll take more damage if you get hit by stuff. This thing. But we're done, so it's fine. Okay, so for here, it doesn't open, so you have to actually talk to this guy. The trainer. Okay, first boss. This one, note there's this little mammoth here, and there's like this tether to, there's a machine over here that the mammoth is tethered to. We need to pay attention to that. Because this Cyclops can do this thing here, 100-ton swing, where it'll do like a big circular swing, and we can take a lot of damage from that. Oh, okay. That's actually okay. Never mind. Sorry. I've got dyscalculia, which is, you know, in simple people terms, is math dyslexia or like number dyslexia. So I get my numbers mixed up. 100-ton swing is an AOE, circle AOE. See, TW got hit with that because they were too close. It's 1000 swing that you want to kind of be careful of. I'll show that in a bit. Okay. Also, hot mess over here, but I saw it and I'm gonna tell you. The boss will do this move where he sucks everybody in close and then does the 100 swing. Watch all this air movement, okay? That means then everyone's closer, and then he does this 100-ton swing, which is the AOE, the circle wave. There's no marker on the ground, but this is what it is. The 100 one. 100. Yeah. So you need to get out of range of that, but TW got hit with it, and look at how much damage TW gets. It's a decent amount of damage, so you need to be careful with that one. Okay, also this move, you need to be careful with that too. See, I'm the tank and I'm over here. This is something that okay, let's just see it. You can get electrocuted from that. Okay, you get electrocuted and also you take some damage. Okay. This is the most important one. 1000-ton swing. Okay, this is the one where if you get hit with it, everyone can take. You can take really big damage. So that's why we're all running to the mammoth. Let's just watch it first. Wow, look at big shields. Okay, 1000-ton swing. Okay. Oh, okay. So the healer died, and the rest of us got some damage. Okay, the reason why. Okay, first of all, while this 100 swing is happening, okay, we'll watch what TW does. Okay, notice this purple line, the tether on the mammoth admirer. Okay, TW is standing over here, and they take this attack, but they stay there because they're going to interact with this mammoth activator. See, very quickly you could see they're interacting with it. There, they're interacting. Do you see that? One more time. There's a lot of busyness here. I've drawn a lot on this thing, but see, they're actively interacting. Okay, so what happens when they interact with it is the tether goes away, for one, and the mammoth now has this blue AOE, and the blue is actually good. That's like a good sign. You might have seen, like, if you do the limit break stuff, if like one of the range people do their move, then it's like this big blue AOE, and so that's like a good sign. Like, that's okay. That's something that will help you rather than like the orange ones we usually see. Okay, so what's gonna happen is this blue thing is gonna help us. Okay, so we need to stand in this to not take some damage. Okay, so 1000 swing is the 1000-ton swing is the one that can wipe you. Okay, so as soon as the mammoth does the the thingy. Okay, actually, the thing is, my bad, you guys, I'm all over the place. TW, I'm not gonna say that they also have number dyslexia like me, but okay, you want to interact with the mammoth activator when the boss is doing the 1000 one, because at this point, this is when you want the mammoth to make the blue circle, so then we can get a buff that defends us from this 1000-ton swing. Okay, but because TW interacted with it when it was just the 100 one, the blue thing activated for a little bit, and then it went away. By the time we all ran over here to try to soak up the buff to help us, it already went away. It's the whole thing. Okay, so we don't want this blue thing just yet. We want to wait until this cast bar. The cast bar takes a bit. You have time. As soon as you see that and you see this whirlwind of wind, you go to the activator and then you interact with it, and then you go run into the blue thing. But the blue thing is there, and we end up not getting it. Okay, 2 of them did. TW and this other PS ended up getting the buff. However, VA was like over there. Looks like the healer was probably trying to go interact with the thing, but they were straight up running over there, but it was already interacted with, and so they were trying to run back. See, they went over there, didn't it? So they try to run back, but by the time they get over here, they don't get the buff, and so they end up dying. You know. But these guys had a big shield, because the healer put a big shield on them, and I didn't die because I have tank privilege. Can notice how much health I have compared to everyone else. So the fact that TW and PS had these big shields and they had this buff, they didn't die. I've got a lot of health, so I didn't die. But the healer didn't have the buff, and they also had some damage on them, so they died. Okay, I'm pretty sure we do this correctly later, so we'll see what it's supposed to look like. Not that anything's supposed to look like anything, you know? Like, it's a game, we play however you want. But anyways, yeah, it's a hot mess. Look at this. Yeah, TW, what are you doing up here in the north side, man? You get hit with, like, all sorts of things. I'm the tank. What are you doing up there? So I stand over here. Why are you following me? That's why you gotta be careful not to follow the tank, you know? Or else you get hit with tank stuff. Anyway, okay, so afterwards the mammoth thing happens again, and then we don't have a healer, so everyone starts dying. It's fine. It's okay. So now I interacted with it a little bit early because I didn't really know what I was doing. But we both make it here, so we get the thing. See, we both get the thing. What's it called? Mana wall effect is what it's called. Mana wall. Okay. But yeah, that's supposed to help us not die, basically. So, okay, we got some time on there, and so it's okay. I hit it a little early, but yeah, look, like, if PS didn't have a big shield, you know, they had this extra shield, they might have maybe died. How did I get a shield that big? Oh my god, I'm a warrior. Is it because I'm a warrior? Wait, does the mammoth also give you a boost? Okay, my thrill of battle. Oh yeah! Yeah, we got like a shield. Okay, maybe that's why. You know, I was about to say, how did an Astro at level 50 give a big shield like that? That's the mammoth. That's why you gotta go over there, you guys. That's how you do the mechanic. If you don't want to die, you know, you hang out with the mammoth. Okay, so we don't die, but there's this like line AoE that can really hit somebody. Alright, don't stand up here with me. Alright. 100, that's a melee one. Okay, and I try to interact with it again. And then, that's probably a little too early, but I try to just destroy it. Oh, you know, we just take care of it. We just took care of it. We didn't wipe. Okay, but you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because I'm not gonna go back and re-record this entire thing. I probably will if I mess up. Oh my god, my ADHD. Okay, so 1000 is the one where you want to interact with the mammoth thingy, and then you go over to the mammoth where it has the blue thingy, okay? And then you get this big shield, and also this buff that is called Mana Wall, and then you don't die. You likely will not die if you do the mechanic correctly. And if you get hit with it, if you're the tank, you should be fine-ish. But if you have low health, and you know, you're not going to do well. Yeah, and then watch out for the piercing glower, which is this line in front. Don't stand in front of the tank or with a tank if you're not the tank. And yeah, watch out for when he does the sucking thingy, and then because eventually he's gonna do the 100 one, the 100-ton swing, which is circle AoE. Okay, so don't stand in there for that. All right, that's the mechanic. All right, Mammoth activator, get the blue thing. 1000 ton swing for that, okay? The mammoth will give you a big shield. There we go. This is a tricky one. I usually don't see this in duty roulette, so whenever I go, it's kind of a hot mess. But it is just what it is. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'll just let this run and then we'll move on. Yeah. Piercing glower, the straight line AoE in front. 100 is a melee one. Okay, right after that, when it does the electricity thingy, you know, it looks like that one. Watch. Man, I'm all over the place. We'll just deal with this. Okay. This is gonna be an extra long one because my ADHD is all over the place right now. I made turkey pasta. It's very tasty. Okay, so he sucks us in, and then we have to run out because of the 100-ton swing, right? But then he does the electricity thing right after, and so now would be a good time to run back in, you know? Because the inside is clear. It's the outside that gets like booped with electricity. Just FYI. So, there's that. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. We're done with this one. Let's move on. We did it. Let's move on. Our friends are waiting. They're waiting. Let's go. It's fun keeping my sprout icon because I feel like people have like no expectations. And then, yeah. Someone in the party chat was like, that got dicey at the end there. Yeah. Okay, alright. This next area, we had to talk to that guy and we booped into this new space. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Is that clear? Like, once you finish the thing, you go up this way? I guess that can be a little confusing. Yeah, you want to go up this way and then talk to this guy. Yeah, to get into the other area. The music is so like, oof. I feel like I'm really getting initiated into something. Okay, this is just a set of ads. There's more ads that are gonna come out of like cages and stuff. So just deal with them regularly. I see there's some coming out over here. Oh, it looks like there's a treasure in there somewhere. Someone went to go get treasure. Yeah, there's a treasure coffer over here if you want that. Alright, more ads. That Dragoon grabbed one of them. Did you see that? It's fine. I'm not that offended or anything, but yeah, the Dragoon kind of went ahead before I grabbed it, which is fine, I noticed. But if you're eager, then it would be better, or maybe I grabbed, well, anyway. If I try to notice if anyone's grabbing things before me, so then I can go make sure that I grab it. Okay, there's a lot of AoEs to dodge here. If you're gonna grab it before the tank does, then make sure to bring it to the tank if they're not running already in that direction, because then you'll start taking damage, and then the healer has to start healing you, and then that means the healer's not healing the tank, who has like more stuff on them, and then it can kind of just really you know, make the party a little fussy. So yeah, most people when they play, they, you know, assume the tank will be pulling first, pulling everything. That's how most people play, but you're definitely gonna have people who are just like, no, I can pull too, or it's fine. That's the way they like to play. And you know, if you don't like playing with those people, then don't play with them. You can leave the dungeon, you can leave the duty, or you can just, you know, kind of go through with it and then hope to not play with them again, I guess. I haven't experienced running random dungeons and seeing the same people, unless it's like during an event or something. Like right now there's the Moogle Tombstone event, and people kind of just grind the dungeons that have those. This is actually one of them. I don't know if people are running this that often though. It's kind of a cumbersome one to run. Okay, talk to this person, open this gate. But yeah, with those, I mostly just see random people. And so if there's someone in particular you don't like playing with, just, you can like block them. And that doesn't make it so you don't play with them, but you know, they can't talk to you. Anyway, okay, we're at the next boss. I'm just chit-chatting. Okay, wow, clearly you want to avoid that. Cold stare. Okay, oh. Also, whatever this thing came out of his butt. Okay, probably don't. Oh, okay. I interacted with this thing. So, the shadowy orb thing. There's 4 in the room. Each person takes 1. Okay. The boss is going to do a move, like a demon eye, and if you don't have your sunglasses on, you're gonna get demon eyed. And okay, yeah, there we go. See what happens. Yeah, TW is now frozen in time and space, and they can't do anything. So because they didn't wear their glasses. Okay, and then now look at this. Now this like shadowy thing went underneath them, and they couldn't run out of it because they are demon-eyed in the aether, like in space. So that's why you gotta interact with the shadowy orb. It lasts for a while, so yeah. Okay, this tainted eye. Probably want to take care of that. Okay, every time it does this thingy, you get like this vulnerability stack. But okay, looks like we were able to get through it by just DPSing damage per second. Damaging, you know, okay, when people say DPS, they mean it stands for a damage per second, but it also just straight up means damage. You take it as a shortcut, and then you know how like words transform into different things. You turn this into a verb, DPSing, and then that means doing damage. Okay, let's move on. Basically, we just targeted the boss and we took care of that, so we didn't have to take care of the eye in the front. That's also fine. But if you're struggling with mechanics and stuff, and and you don't have very good gear, you likely have to deal with the eyeball, the tainted eye. This one in the front. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. We'll go up the stairs and talk to the trainer. I should probably get some more sleep or something. I already sleep a lot, but man. I've been trying to finish some classes lately, and it's a whole thing. Okay, in this area we have some ads, but we're also gonna get like actual NPC. Okay, here's a lancer, and there's gonna be other NPCs coming out soon. Okay, see our objectives right now is defeat the gladiators. So we take care of the wolves and this lancer, and eventually there's gonna be like a tank. Oh, look, watch out for that. There's gonna be a healer and a tank and like a bard at some point. If you've been doing your job quests and like MSQ quest duty things and stuff, typically when you are, or even the guild has, when you are confronted with other NPCs and there's like there's different jobs, gladiator and conjurer and stuff like, you usually want to take down the healer first, because they're gonna, you know, heal their party members, which is why you want to take them down, so you can not be in the fight for as long. It sounds so mean, but yeah, that's what you want to prioritize. Okay, and then we took care of the gladiator. Watch out for AoEs. Okay, so there's 2 of them. There's one more. Okay, so now we got a martyr, which is basically like me. I'm a warrior though. And then 2 archers. Okay. So with this, as tank, I'm just using my AoE move to attack all of them at the same time. Watch out for the AoEs. But if you're doing single target stuff, then you want to prioritize the archers, because, you know, they can do range attack on people. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. Like, most people will have good gear going into this, and so you can just take whatever order you want. Usually running this with random people, there's not always hard, fast ways to do things. And if people get fussy and upset that you don't know how to do a thing, then, like, you know, they could teach you, or, you know, you could just not interact with them. That's fine. Or show them my guides. I am so tired. I am so sorry. You know, I don't really advertise my stuff at all. I just make them because I think it's fun and educational. I like making educational content, you guys. That's why I make these, okay? I hope it's educational and it helps out. Now we're gonna fight this party of people, and let's see if we prioritize. I think I just YOLO swag, like, use my AoE on all of them. Probably. Yeah. Okay. We saw this before. The Lancer does this cross, this T AoE, so make sure to dodge that. Okay. So I look for whoever the DPS are targeting, and then I also go for that one, so we can all kind of be in the same place. Okay. This orange thing looks spicy, so I'm avoiding it. But here we've got this little Lalafell, okay? Mumuepo the Beholden. This little mage is let's see. He casts people. Oh, look, these changed. He casts this thingy. Okay. He casts this thingy where see now VA and PS, they've got this thingy on them and they can't move, okay? That's a problem because now we've got this really big AoE, okay? And the way to deal with that is to go to Thal's Scepter and interact with that. So we need to... Okay. We need to get them out of that so then they don't get hit with stuff. Wait. Hang on, just watch while I read this to double check that I'm not making stuff up. Was it the big guy? Was it the big guy? Hang on. Okay, tail smash, avoid that. Okay, that's probably just damage fireball. Okay. I think it's the mage. Yeah, we want to make sure this guy gets down first because I believe he is the one that is putting people in chains. Okay, kind of watch. Okay, Thal's Fury is he does this big attack. Okay, stand still. Yeah. There's the move. The little mage is casting standstill, and then when the standstill is done, watch. Now we got two people. Who it just happens to be the same two people. Who get bind the thing, and then now they're stuck. Okay, so this person is gonna get hit with this tail thing, or oh sorry, my bad, heat breath, and then PS might get hit by this big AoE thing, which is Thal's Fury. So I mean I'm here, and so I'm gonna go interact with this scepter to free them, so then they can run out of stuff. See there. It would be better to prioritize taking care of the mage, but in this case we took care of the big boss, the bigger one first. That's fine. Again, you know, different ways to do things. Okay, so this time I get the standstill thing, and then the Dragoon gets it too. And so that means the other people need to take care of the scepter so that we can move. Trust! You really have to trust the people. Okay. Let's get at that. Okay, then we go back and take care of the little mage. Okay, fire 2. Looks like it's just like a AoE over there. Okay. That was a lot, right? Let's just go back. We paid attention a lot to the mage. Let's just make sure we got the stuff right. Whenever you see the stuff, people are frozen. I got this little time thing. Interact with the scepter. And then for this bigger like demon dude, it's pretty standard stuff. Like his attacks are just, you can see them. Okay, so avoid tail smash, you know. Avoid as necessary. Okay. Fireball is coming from the mage. No, wait, fireball came from this guy. Man, they both do fireball? Yeah, they both do fireball. Well, in any case, you can see it, so you can get out of that. Whenever you see the chains, figure out if you're the one frozen or if you're, well, figure out if you're not frozen. If you can move, go to the scepter to save your friends. And then this boss again is just, you know, just straight up damage. He's not as harmful. He's mostly harmless because you can see what he's gonna do. This little mage, yeah. Standstill is the move. You see the chains. If you can still move, then go to the scepter. Interact with the scepter so that you can save your friends from this big attack. fire too. Okay. Anyway, okay. That's that. Man. That was the whole thing. This guide was a little bit longer. I know. Because of my ADHD. But yeah, this you're not gonna see this dungeon as much. Not a lot of people queue for it. And the stuff that you get in this is not stuff that people actively want to farm. Not that I'm aware of. But if you do get it, those big mechanics like interacting with stuff when you see a tether to help save someone, like the mammoth where you get a shield, and then in this one where there's like people need to run out of an AoE and stuff, and just yeah, things like that. Those are the main things to keep track of. Anyway, okay, enough of me. Goodbye.